Hello my planty friends, welcome back to my channel. Miss Plantaholic here, and if you're new here, thanks for dropping by my channel. I am so excited today. I woke up with 1,000 subscribers, and I would like to thank everybody who supported me since I opened up my YouTube channel, and I can't thank you enough for the support that you have given me. Philodendron Birkins are from the family Araceae, and they are tropical plants. They love high humidity, and in order for you to get high humidity, in order for this plant to thrive well, you have to mimic the environment where they grow. And the way to do that is by putting a pebble tray, which I have right here. So I have those small pebbles with water in it, and that pretty much increases their humidity. The water from the tray would evaporate, and that will provide humidity for the Birkin. If you want to have lush and large leaves, then that's the best way to do it. And occasionally I would miss this one too. Let's talk about soil requirements for the Birkin. They love loose, airy soil like peat moss or soil with perlite, because you want the water to go through, to be absorbed through their roots, but not sitting on them, because as you know, plants don't like sitting on wet soil, and that will cause root rot and eventually plant death, which you don't want to happen to a plant like this or any other plants. By the way, this Birkin is my very first rare plant that I got back then when I got this sometime July. It's really hard to find a Birkin around the nurseries that I go to. I have to go all the way to Santa Cruz to get this beautiful plant. But anyway, so let's talk about watering. They like to be watered only when their soil is dry, completely dry. They love moist soil but not wet soil. They don't want to be sitting on it, as I mentioned earlier. And the way to check if it needs to be watered is when you dip your finger into the soil, and if it comes out dry, then that means it's okay to be watered. But then if your finger comes out moist, then you don't need to water it yet. During spring and summer, when it's warmer, you would probably water them at least 3 times a week, but during winter time, I only water them once a week. And if I do water them, I let the water run through completely and make sure that it's completely dry. As far as fertilizing, this Birkin must be fertilized regularly but during their growth season, but winter time they require less fertilizing, and I would only do it once a month. They require calcium and magnesium in the fertilizer, and that will help them produce this lush, large and beautiful foliage right here, as you see. Talk about light requirements for the Birkin. They love bright indirect light. I have my Birkin in a northeast facing window, and as I've mentioned, they grow in tropical forests, so they like dappled light. They need at least 12 hours of bright indirect light. If you cannot provide them with that requirement, you can also use grow lights, which will provide them with the light requirements that they need in order for them to grow. Talk about repotting the Birkin. You would know that it's time to repot the plant is when you notice the roots that are starting to fill up the bottom of the pot. Then that's an indication that it needs to be repotted. It can thrive well in temperature between 65 to 75% during the daytime and at least 60% during nighttime. As far as propagating Birkins, I haven't propagated mine, but I have read that you can do so by using stem cuttings, and they said that you need to cut at least 3 inches below the level of the node, and you can put them in water to propagate them, and after a week you'll see some roots forming, and once the roots are at least an inch, you can transfer them to a pot. Propagate this in water. Make sure you change the water at least every day so that it will not promote bacteria. As far as like problems with pests, I've read that the most common ones are mealybugs and aphids, but so far I haven't noticed anything on this plant. And if you encounter problems with pests, you can use alcohol swab or soap and water or neem oil to protect them from the pest. Birkin is a philodendron, and philodendrons are toxic plants. So if you have kids or toddlers or pets, you should keep them away from them because they are very poisonous once ingested. Philodendron Birkin is a nice addition to your houseplant collection. If you just know how to care for it, you would not regret buying it. I know it can be pricey, but it's very worth it. To end this vlog, I would like to share with you a friend's YouTube channel. Her name is Travel Girls 88. You can follow her on YouTube as well, and I'll send a link of her YouTube channel on the description box. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nagsubaybay sa akin. Thank you po ng marami. Sana po tuloy-tuloy po ang pag-suporta ninyo sa channel ko. Sisiguraduhin ko po na mas marami po akong mga content na interesting at makakatulong sa pag-aalaga ng inyong mga halaman. That's it for today's vlog. I hope I was able to share with you some useful information or care tips on how to make your Birkin thrive well. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified of my new blog posts. Keep the plant love and keep on planting.